fucking cops. They're gonna be like, oh, a student was shooting with someone on camera, and you're being a fucking bitch about it.
So she's mad because we're working on a film project. She's just going in on us.
Go suck a cock.
Still going in. Because we're doing a film project.
A film project.
Oh, welcome back to Making the Film. I know you just watched that funny clip, and I just rewatched it on my phone. It wasn't so funny in the moment, but in retrospect, very funny. Welcome back to Making the Film, episode number 5. I hope you enjoyed the 4th of July holiday. We took a little week hiatus and got some things together. But we have an exciting, quick episode for you this week. We ran into a little obstacle on our one shoot day this past week. We have a repeat guest, was Julian Xavier. If you remember, I told you guys last episode that he was not quite wrapped. We still had one more day of shooting, so we tried to get that done. I think we got most of the shots in. And in the midst of that, we ran into this lovely lady.
Go suck a cock.
She was terrible. She was an awful person. Let's just put it that way. I was attempting to shoot, and those of you who have done, any video work or who are used to any of this, you know that, you're supposed to have shooting permits for certain places. But I mean, we're in Chicago. Most of the time, you can always just get away with saying it's a student project. Most people don't care anyways. The cops aren't gonna make a big deal unless you're at like a, if you're in like a big location, like, if you're at the zoo and you're trying to have a professional shoot, like, yeah, you're gonna need a permit, like all those things. But around here, it's not that, like, when I go to LA, when we had to shoot our music video for For You, directed by Mark Morgan, we shot the music video for For You. We had to get permits because we went downtown and fed the homeless. If you guys have seen that video, if you haven't, check that out. We went downtown to feed the homeless. We had to get something to do that. We had to get a permit. We had to get insurance for the church that we use. So, I mean, we had to do those things. So I understand that. This is a low budget. I'm not even using anybody's place, anything like that. I was shooting on the sidewalk with a brick wall in the back, which happens to be an apartment building. And apparently it was her building, and she was shooting across the street. And by the way, mind you, this is like a neighbor of mine because I was shooting in my neighborhood. And she was like, just with this bitchy tone, just like, are you shooting over there? Or no, she was like, what are you doing with that camera? And I was like, I'm shooting a student project. Usually it's fine like that, right? Anyways, bitchy tone, got past that, whatever. When shot the scene, let me say that she was like, well, that's my apartment over there. Her window, or address, anything wasn't in the shot, or I wasn't even I don't know, whatever. We went and shot our shot. All right, and car scene, action. Firecrackers. We'll wait for those real quick. Yeah. Hey, fuck you guys. We're shooting a movie. It's 4th of July, guys. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, July! Nah.
Yeah, exactly. That's coming in. All right, cool.
Time shit.
All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. Let's do one more.
Gee.
All right, let's have a blooper reel. Thank you to Julian for coming through and making that happen again. That was great. But that was good. It went well. To get to the end of the story, we finished up shooting, and I was trying to get the last freaking shot, which I still didn't get because the lighting was all off anyways. Which literally is like B-roll of the street, of some buses going by, of like, it was just gonna be like B-roll shots. Like I was literally walking back to a similar location. And this bitch, the video you see is right here at the way end. We're done shooting. I am done. I'm walking to do some B-rolls, and she walks up to me and Julian and goes, if I see you with that camera over here again, I'm about to call the cops. I was like, we're not even, the first thing I said was, we're done shooting. And then I kind of just like erupted at her, as you kind of heard my voice went up. But it was just so stupid, man. It was the 3rd of July. There was fireworks going off. I'm thinking in my head, like, well, the cops wouldn't give a shit. Why is she threatening me with this? This is so stupid. Whatever. I'm going to run into her again, and I'm going to tell her that I love her. Because that's what we need to do, is spread love. I don't. She needs to support the art. Go fuck yourself. Ow! Okay. Not that intense. I'm sorry. Another issue we kind of had to deal with was lighting. Because because this scene is supposed to be at a kind of twilight time. So also other people who have shot any video stuff or taken any pictures or anybody's done anything like that, you know that sunset, sunrise time is tough with shadows and all that stuff. And I'm, a rookie novice director here trying to figure this out on no budget for this shot, for this movie, excuse me. So it was definitely, that was challenging in that. So I'm sure people can relate to that when you've been shooting stuff. But anyways, the movie is going well. I have been editing all fucking day. I was at my morning editing job for 6 hours, and then I came home and I've been editing for like 5-6 hours of my own stuff. So my eyes, I would like to apologize to my cataracts in the future, because my eyes are going to be fucked from this line of work that I have chosen. But I am in love with the work. So that is how that goes. We're really close to getting wrapped. I'm very excited. Come fuck with this. Now here's some quick housekeeping. First of all, if those of you who are subscribed to the channel have seen, last week we did not do an episode of Making the Film, but we did, I am releasing short clips of the interviews, so from the David Lopez show. So we released the first 3 last week. There'll be 3 more coming up here in the next, and I'll be doing that with all of the interviews, just some clips from them. And just so you guys know that is all for a transitional move that I'm making, where the podcast will be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, all those where you find the podcast. But I'm making a move towards that. I'm trying to gather all the good audio, the stuff we can really use, and then I'm gonna like narrate a little and like introduce the podcast, do it a little more formally, where I'll like dip into the interviews in and out. So that's where that's at. We'll be coming back with more interviews and more of the David Lopez show. I'm very excited for that, because as you can hear, I love to talk, and I will keep doing that. And lastly, but most importantly, I just announced my next show coming out. My next performance, July 18th. Here's a flyer, North Bar, free show. I got my good friend Joe Bianco, and then I got Ken, who's also a dope artist. He's gonna do a full set. Joe's gonna do a full set. But on top of that, I'm doing 2 sets. I'm doing one with Joe and one with DJ. So there'll be, it's basically, I'm doing some new stuff that I've never done. Okay, so I'm gonna need you there, July 18th at North Bar. Anyways, thank you. Bye.
Remind me where we going?
Bro, let's go. Come on, man.
Tell me I ain't good enough. No, I'm a stoner, so I love to get gassed up. See, Joker had a point. Greatest prison you could live in is a field what they think. Everybody chasing millions. Perspective might change when you finally meet a villain. But it's hard to be a hero when privacy is zero. Always got a pre-roll, hit it like a free throw. Curry with the flow.